Today we'll be talking about 15 unspoken social etiquettes. So what are etiquettes? Etiquette is just a set of normally accepted behavior that is expected of people of a particular society. I would mean polite behaviors. So today I'll be talking about unspoken social etiquette. I'll be starting with number 1. Except somebody is a kidney or an organ transplant donor for you. That's the only reason when you should call them 15 times. You should normally call people once or twice, then you leave them a text message or a chat. If it is urgent, just drop a voice note or something. There is no reason why you just want to check up on somebody and call them 15 times. Leave it at just 2 missed calls. Then number 2, if they did not share the news on social media, maybe a friend just had a baby or they just got engaged to, if they did not share it on social media, you don't have any reason to take the picture of their newborn or take the picture of their proposal and share it on their behalf. You need to ask people before you share their pictures on social media, especially if it's a news that is shared with you privately. Number 3, cultivate the habit of saying things like please, excuse me, sorry. These are the things we grew up listening to, but it's becoming a very old pattern of behavior. People no longer say please, excuse me, sorry, apologize, hold the door for a stranger, hold the door for somebody coming after you, whether it's a male or a female. These are very little unspoken rules. Then number 4, do not visit people except you have told them and they are aware of your visit. For all you care, they may not be in a very good mood, they might be having a bad day, they may not have food at home, they might not just be in the mood to accept visitors. You might want to surprise a friend or family, but do not make it a behavior to visit people without telling them. Number 5 that I want to say today is do not ask people private questions except you're very close to them. When I mean very close, maybe you're their parents, you're their sibling, or you're a very close friend. Questions like when are you having a baby? Is there a delay in fertility? When are you getting married? When are you changing your job? Do not ask people private questions. Number 6, social etiquette is the word for salary or the rent that people pay. I know that a lot of people don't want to admit this, but when people start to ask you things about your salary, how much you pay for your rent, most times it's for profiling. It's not because they like you. It's to be able to assess your financial stability or your financial strength or whatever. So do not make it a habit to ask people for their salaries or their rents or whatever. Number 7 unspoken etiquette will be that you should leave the stage when your vision is the loudest. Let me give you an instance. When you're visiting someone and you know that they have kids, they have other engagements, like they're going to work the second day, it's not that type of guest that should be at their house till like 11 p.m. at night. It doesn't make any sense. So know when to leave the stage. When the ovation is loudest, right? If you have a friend and you've been there for them and all this blah, 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 and you don't get the same level of energy from them, know when to leave the stage, when the ovation is loudest. Then number 8 unspoken ethics will be that, or etiquettes, will be that you should know your place in people's lives. What do I mean by that? If you find out that a friend of yours got married or is getting married or they got engaged, they didn't inform you, or they are relocating and you were not aware and you found that out, rather than being angry, upset, throwing a fist and very, just know your place in their lives. What I used to do, or what I do, is to remove such persons from what I call information center. What is information center? Information center is a group of persons that you share your personal life with. So don't discuss anything with such a person again. Do not fight them. Don't make an enemy of them. Just remove the interactions that you have on your personal life away from such persons. And, capiche? Very easy. Number 9 unspoken etiquette would now be that I would call it understand boundaries. What is understanding boundaries? For instance, if you go to people's houses and they say, do not wear slippers here, don't tell them, no, it's not a big deal, remove it. If they say, please, when I'm coming from outside, I always wash my hands in the bathroom, not in the kitchen. Just follow the rules. If someone says, oh, please, when you come to my house, I'd like you to sanitize before going in, don't tell them why it's not necessary. Just do it. Understand boundaries. Understand that when you go to people's houses, for instance, don't say, oh, this deco is not supposed to be here. Don't start forming into your deco that you don't have a license for. Just respect yourself, understand boundaries, and take people for who they are, not what you want them to be. And number 10 unspoken social etiquette for me is that if someone is you notice that maybe someone added weight, right? Like body shaming for me is a no-go area. You should never do it. Don't tell people that you've added weight. It's not a compliment. It's not a form of pleasantry. So no matter how much you are close to the person, you have added weight is not a compliment. Do not say it to anybody. You don't know if they are going through issues. You don't know if they have health challenges. You don't know what they are going through in their lives. I hope you learned something from this. Let me know any of the 10 that you will no longer be doing, or what you don't do out of the 10. Thank you. Bye.